Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host, and welcome to the Lone Doctrine. I am your weekly dose of constructive food for thought. In wrapping up this month, I wanted to remind you that there is a lot of wisdom to be gained from experiencing failure. Sure, we don't want to purposely fail, but some sort of failure or mistake in the span of our lifetime is inevitable. Remember, we either succeed or we learn. Or some even say we either win or we learn. But one thing you want to stay away from while experiencing a little turbulence is fault. We've been taught that failure and fault are one and the same. But are they? If it's your failure, then you're to blame. We all learn this concept from a very young age. But why were we never taught how to learn from failure? Fortunately, I had a little bit of both worlds. My parents always supported me and still say, "How can you do it better?" Or "How can you do it differently?" Find the good. They feed me with constructive support, and I hope I can do the same for you. You might be asking, well, if people aren't blamed for their failures, wouldn't everyone start thinking that anything goes? Or would they stop doing their best work because they feel like it wouldn't matter? It's called positive reinforcement. Instead of pointing out what's wrong, find what you can do that's better, and the reward will become success. There are so many different elements in the approach of what may or may not lead to failure. If you take everything into account, from someone really not caring, to someone being tired, to a loss of a loved one, to stress, to fatigue, or even excitement, the approach can drastically vary. Expecting one way is expecting humans to be robots. The overall idea is that we should approach life in not having fear of pain. We have become obsessed with avoiding pain, but in the same breath, we use fear as a tactic to control. Most of us have been taught, and children are still being taught, the idea of avoidance instead of resilience. This upbringing causes individuals to fall apart very easily, or in other words, they spend their lives majoring in minor things. We are an emotional species, and you shouldn't be ashamed of such emotions. In fact, you should get to know yourself emotionally and become comfortable in your own skin. In this, we're able to take the pain of life and become stronger, to experience failure and keep moving forward. It's in our darkest seasons that we have the ability to shine the most. What's that quote? Without darkness, there is no light. I can tell you from personal experience, every failure I've had was the setup, not the setback. As hard as it may seem, and trust me, I can empathize with the hardships of tough times and failures. I encourage you to realize something great is about to happen as long as you keep pushing forward. Nothing great comes easy, but it's most definitely worth it. Today and every day, keep fighting the good fight.
It's a great day when you're